Do you know the story of when the Philosopher's Stone was created, or how the Dementors came into existence in the Harry Potter universe? Today we're diving deep into the history of Harry Potter once again to bring you 7 important moments that happened before the story of Harry Potter even began. The formation of the Wizards' Council. Before the Ministry of Magic existed, the wizarding world in Britain was governed by an institution called the Wizards' Council. It was the longest lasting form of government in magical history, established in the 13th century. However, the Wizards' Council lacked a well-defined structure, which led to many problems, especially as contact between wizards and muggles increased. Due to this and the establishment of the International Statute of Secrecy in 1692, the wizarding community recognized the council's inefficiency. This ultimately led to its dissolution and pushed wizards to create a more structured and organized governing body. The creation of the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone was created by the French alchemist Nicolas Flamel, who was born in 1330. This legendary object had the power to transform any metal into gold, and one of its most astonishing abilities in magical history was the production of the elixir of life, which granted immortality to its user. Flamel and his wife, Perenelle, lived for centuries thanks to the elixir of life. However, fearing that the stone might fall into the wrong hands, Nicholas decided to destroy it around 1992, as seen in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. An interesting fact is that J.K. Rowling once stated that her inspiration for the Philosopher's Stone came from real ancient alchemists. I did not invent the concept of the Philosopher's Stone, which is a legendary substance that was once believed to be real and the true goal of alchemy. The properties of my Philosopher's Stone conform to most of the attributes the ancients ascribed to it. The stone was believed to turn base metals into gold, and also to produce the elixir of life, which could make you immortal. Genuine alchemists, the forerunners of chemists and physicists, such as Sir Isaac Newton and the real Nicolas Flamel, sought sometimes over lifetimes to discover the secret of its creation. The stone is variously described as red and white in the many old texts in which it appears. These colors are important in most accounts of alchemy and are often interpreted as having symbolic meaning. The creation of the Dementors. Dementors are some of the most terrifying creatures in the wizarding world, and their origin story is the stuff of nightmares. They were created on the island of Azkaban in the 15th century, and several theories suggest that their creator was a dark wizard named Icarizdes. Records indicate that at some point in his life, Icarizdes embarked on a journey and ended up on the island of Azkaban. At that time, the island was not yet home to the feared Azkaban prison, but Icarizdes saw it as the perfect place for his dark ambitions. Since the island was not easily accessible, he used it to conduct dark experiments and torture Muggle sailors he captured. Through excessive use of dark magic, Icarizdes lost his mind completely and descended into madness. Over time, his dark magic gave birth to the Dementors, creatures that feed on human emotions. After Icarizdes' death, the island was discovered, and Dementors were eventually used as guardians of Azkaban, making it the most feared prison in the wizarding world. The foundation of Gringotts. The wizarding bank, Gringotts, was founded in 1474 by a goblin named Gringott. He established the institution to provide a safe place for wizards to store their gold and valuable artifacts. Gringotts became one of the most secure institutions in the wizarding world, guarding treasures in underground vaults protected by powerful spells and magical creatures, such as dragons. At the grand entrance of the safest bank in the world, an inscription reads, "Enter, stranger, but take heed of what awaits the sin of greed. For those who take but do not earn must pay most dearly in their turn. So if you seek beneath our floors a treasure that was never yours, thief, you have been warned. Beware of finding more than treasure there." The creation of the Wizengamot. The Wizengamot is the highest court of justice in the wizarding world of Great Britain. It was established during the 16th century and serves as the equivalent of a Supreme Court. The 50-member body is composed of influential and powerful wizards, including Albus Dumbledore, who was part of the Wizengamot in the 20th century. The Wizengamot's primary role is to judge major criminal cases and assist in the creation of laws for the wizarding community. It works alongside the Minister for Magic and has played a crucial role in history, judging notable cases such as the crimes committed by Voldemort's Death Eaters. The foundation of Diagon Alley. There is no exact date for the creation of Diagon Alley, but we know that Gringotts was founded in 1474, meaning the alley likely developed gradually after the bank's establishment. However, a possible clue to its founding date is the Leaky Cauldron. Since the Leaky Cauldron's address is Diagon Alley number 1 inch, and it was founded in the early 16th century, it is possible that Diagon Alley itself was established around the same time. Designed as a safe haven for wizards to shop and trade magical goods away from Moogle eyes, Diagon Alley is hidden in London and is only accessible through magical means, such as the Leaky Cauldron pub. It is home to iconic shops like Ollivander's, quality Quidditch supplies, and of course, Gringotts Bank. The Goblin Rebellions. Goblins have always had a tense relationship with wizards, especially concerning the ownership of valuable objects and unequal treatment. These tensions led to several rebellions between the 16th and 18th centuries. Goblins rose up against wizard control over Gringotts and other financial matters. The prejudice against goblins was so severe that the Wizengamot, the highest court of magic, denied them fair trials and refused to provide them with seats during hearings. With these injustices accumulating over time, goblins eventually had enough. Despite causing widespread destruction, all goblin rebellions were ultimately crushed by the Ministry of Magic, resulting in a deep resentment that persisted even into Harry Potter's time. These were 7 events that took place before the story of Harry Potter and shaped the wizarding world as we know it. Some of these events remain important and influential to this day, while others have left wounds and grudges that certain communities may never forget.